Hello, friends, and welcome back. I'm Miss Sunshine, and this is the next episode of Bulldog Books. We'll start today, just like we have so many times before, with our nonsense words. You'll have 1 minute to read as many of these nonsense words as you can. If you finish the whole page before the end of the minute, start again and keep track of the number of words you read. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, stop right there. Now is the part where you will pause the video and count the number of words you were able to read. And remember, you should keep track of that number because each time you read with me, hopefully that number is getting bigger and bigger. Let's move on to our book. The title of this book I love because it has an exclamation point right in the title. It's called Hiccup, and it is authored or written by Mike Herod, and it's also illustrated by Mike Herod. So you are going to read me these different speech bubbles. This type of book is called a graphic novel, which means that the pictures and the words are kind of all mixed up together. And the way you read a graphic novel is to start just like you would at the top over on the left-hand side. All right, so let's get started with this first speech bubble. So we have two characters that we've met. We know that one of the characters' names is Jamie, and I'm guessing maybe this is Jamie's dad. Let's move down to this part of this page. Read this speech bubble. And you see, I love this how it says whoosh as he pulls the blanket off of Jamie. Let's move on to this page. And this speech bubble. Okay, so is he eating one tiny bite like he said in his speech bubble? That is not a tiny bite. So he takes this huge bite. It looks like chocolate chip pancakes, if I'm guessing. And then he takes a big drink of milk. And let's read this speech bubble. And now things are getting crazy. And you can read, look at all these hic, 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 hic. He's got the hiccups. Let's read this one. Okay, so we were not sure what it was that Jamie was so worried about, but now we discover in our story he has what going on at school today? He's got a play. Let's read this speech bubble. And now this one. So we just met a new character. Can you tell me what the name of our new character is? Her name is Jenna. And is Jenna just got a little tiny part in the play, or yeah, no, she seems to think that she is the big star. So let's keep reading. So the first person solution to Jamie's problem of the hiccups is to do what? They say, hold your breath for 6 minutes. Does that sound like a good idea? Most of us can't even hold our breath for 1 minute. So Jamie takes a deep breath and he holds it and he holds it. And did it work? Let's read this one. Oh, they all have suggestions. Let's read these different speech bubbles. All right, now the setting of our story is changing. So far, we were in Jamie's house in his bedroom, and then we were in his kitchen as he ate that giant bite of pancakes that caused all the problems. Then he gets on the school bus, and now where do you suppose our setting is? Now we've arrived at school. So let's read this speech bubble. So the bell's ringing just like it does at our school. And let's move on to this next page because we're introduced to a new character. So we know Jamie is our main character and Jenna is his friend. And now we have, and this is kind of a funny name, and he's kind of a silly looking elephant, but we have a new character named Mr. Beaker Bottom. Mr. Beaker Bottom. Whoops. Oh, I've turned the page. So let's read this first speech bubble. We'll do this as a choral read. Mr. Beakerbottom, we have a big problem. I can solve any problem. What is it? Now you read me this one. I mean, I hope you did that loud. I hope you did that with a ton of expression. Look at the size of these letters. And we have an exclamation point. That is, we're not messing around. Let's choral read this speech bubble. I see. You need to cure your hiccups. Only a genius could do that. Now you read Jamie. Luckily, you're talking to one. Let's read Mr. Beakerbottom's speech bubble as a choral read. Behold my cabinet of curiosities. These are my greatest inventions. And what does Jenna say? And Jamie's like, awesome. And here's his cabinet of curiosities. So let's take a look at his first invention. Read this speech bubble. And what does Jamie say? Do any of you get car sick? This is going to be interesting. Let's read all together as a choral read. Let's read Mr. Beakerbottom. There's nothing to worry about. Now, fasten your seatbelt and read this one. All right, let's read this one with again as a choral read for Mr. Beakerbottom. My brilliant plan worked. Jamie is cured. Oh, but look at the next picture. Is he really cured? I see. Maybe you need to spin faster. Now read Jamie. And we're moving on to this page where once again, we're going to meet a new character. So let's just make sure we know all of our characters so far. We've met Jamie, his friend Jenna. There were a lot of kids on the bus. Then we met Mr. Beakerbottom. And now we're being introduced to, do you know the name of this coach? Coach Bloat, the strongest man in school. So let's read Jenna. So Coach Bloat has some interesting ideas about what's wrong. Baloney in your tennis shoes? Oh, Coach Bloat. Okay, let's move on. Let's read this speech bubble all together for Coach Bloat. I'm trying to decide what kind of voice I want to give him. Looks like it's time for Coach Bloat's Super Sports Cure. And we'll read it again because I just kind of like that voice. Not anymore. Let's go. And this one. That's it. Hold that pose. Keep the chin up. Pump those knees. I kind of like this Coach Bloat. I'm not going to lie. Now, slam dunk and you're cured. Now, if you were going to make a prediction, do you think all of those exercises Coach Bloat had Jamie do work to get rid of his hiccups? No, he still has them. Poor Jamie. Oh, the bell is ringing again. Let's follow these speech bubbles. Ooh, tater tots. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like tater tots. I love 2 thumbs away. Hiccups for lunch. So here's Jamie. Read his speech bubble. Here's Jenna. And now we have our new character, Lunch Lady Linda. So far, we've met Coach Beakerbottom, or I'm sorry, Mr. Beakerbottom, Coach Bloat, and now we have Linda, Lunch Lady Linda. Let's read her speech bubble as a choral read. Don't worry, kiddo. Lunch Lady Linda's hiccup surprise never fails. That's good. I like my voice for Lunch Lady Linda. Let's read these 2 characters' speech bubbles. Add some sloppy Joe mix and a dash of chocolate milk, a glob of yesterday's meatloaf, a squirt of ketchup and mustard, toss in broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and mix, mix, mix. Try it. Friends, I don't want you to try this at home, okay? That sounds disgusting. Let's see if it works. Ooh, okay. Good friend. That Jen is a good friend. She's going to try it with him. Now let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, no, that's not. He still has the hiccups, and now she's just burped. Lunch, I think is how you say that. All right, so let's read this as a choral read. Poor Miss Lunch Lady Linda. Wait, maybe you didn't have enough. Want some more? They're very polite kids. They say no, thank you. Okay, read this one. Hiccups on stage. Oh, if you look at their costumes, can you make a prediction about what play they are acting or playing in? I love this word. I use this word sometimes. Wowza. Look at all those people in the audience. So Jenna has an idea as to how to scare him. How does he feel about her idea to give him a good luck kiss? Ah! So let's see how we would read this word. Smooch. A hiccup-free performance. What does this picture tell us they're doing in this? You see these musical notes in these two pictures? Okay, so that's the author letting us know that in this part of the play they're singing. And now, is the play just beginning or ending? It's ending. They say, bravo, encore, hooray. Oh no. And so now Jenna has the hiccups. And then let's read all together as a choral read. Let's read Jamie's ideas for Jenna to get rid of her hiccups. Climb Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world. Grow a mohawk. Do you know what a mohawk is? Where you have like hair that is just down the center of your head. Put underwear on your head. I don't think that gets rid of the hiccups. Lick a frog. Chew bubblegum upside down. Dance like a chicken. Anything but kisses. I hope you had fun reading this graphic novel with me today. This was a silly book, and I really had a good time. I'll see you next time.